I'm Hugh, and I'm a millennial, or a Gen Z. I'm bad at numbers. In this video, I'm gonna make 7 emojis that capture Gen Z. You know when you got no clue of what's going on, but you still want to be included? Gen Z is famous for their outstanding work ethic. Apparently they quit more than any other generation, so naturally I had to make a smug little guy holding a resignation letter. I got paper emoji first, then erased all the extra text from it. Maybe there were many reasons for quitting, like no matcha at the office, but Gen Z doesn't overshare, so I kept it simple. Just one humble little sentence: I quit. And obviously we need a signature. It's a document after all. Gotta make it official. Plus I bent the corner, so it looked like his first option was to make a paper plane to escape from this uncomfortable conversation. Then I played around with fonts and colors, because it doesn't really matter what the text says. And there we have it, a terrifying little emoji for your team lead. If you see this in the work chat, start looking for a replacement. And next is probably the most infamous Gen Z emoji of them all, 6-7, which is exactly why I had to turn it into an emoji. Let me know in the comments if you know its real meaning. So for the base, I picked this silly little face. The most important part of this meme is the hands going up and down. So I took the palms emoji and changed the perspective. I wanted the fingers to be a little bent. For that, I grabbed the pointing finger emoji, cut out this little piece, and dropped it onto the palm. I wonder what Freud would say about my obsession with fingers. Cause yeah, this is definitely not the last weird thing I'm doing with fingers in this video. But before we get there, I put 6 and 7 emojis right on the palms and added shadows over our reputation. This face was way too silly and I wanted something more like should we be concerned kind of a face. So I copied one eye and made the second one look the same. Then I added some eyebrows and raised them a little. Is this how millennials see Gen Z? And while recycling leftovers from another emoji, like a good boy I am, I made eye bags and eyelids to make the eyes look more squinty. Send this emoji and you'll either get blocked or added to favorites. You never know. The next one I was making the side-eye emoji, because judging is a second nature to Gen Z. You know, when someone says something controversial like, "You're 25 already, have you thought about getting a job?" So I started with the clean emoji base and added one eye, a little closer to the edge and a little more. And the eye is there. No, it's on the side. There you go. That's a side eye. I also wanted to add a mouth, and the poker face emoji mouth felt suitable for this occasion. At this moment I thought, does the emoji already judge me while I'm in the process of making it? It cannot be true, can it? And for a little extra judgment, I added an eyebrow. Basically, the proportion is simple. The higher the eyebrow goes, the more disappointed you are. So I moved it around a bit using puppet warp.
Bombastic side eye.
Alright, that's 3 emojis done. But an alpha doesn't look back. An alpha looks forward. Naturally. The sitting wolf emoji. Gen Z loves sitting around and contemplating about life. Obviously, we needed an emoji for that. Yeah, the fact that he's sitting is a little tricky. For the base, I used the monkey emoji. You know, the wolf of the jungles. I had to cut up the monkey's legs to change the position a bit. Made one leg half bent and put the foot flat on the ground. The dog on the leash donated its tail to the wolf. I guess that's punishment for letting itself get domesticated. Then I added the emoji with the no hand gesture. But please don't stop watching this video. Better like if you be so kind. I also borrowed the monkey's palm, which made this true alpha. Actually, 80% monkey, but it doesn't matter what's on the inside. What matters is looking good on the outside. So I recolored all these parts gray. Then I used a darker gray around the edges to hide the seams. I also drew some fur onto the body, just so it doesn't look like our wolf is wearing a gray latex uniform. And just so nobody thinks the wolf is being overly dramatic and sitting around doing nothing, I added a moon and some clouds. Now he's a real thinker. That's a perfect emoji for situations when you meet someone who's really deep. You know, when you meet someone and it's like, oh, we share the same humor and thoughts. Somehow there's no emoji for that. I'm gonna fix that. I call it a special connection emoji. For the base, I took this emoji with the silhouette of a person in profile, duplicated it, and put them facing each other. At first, I wanted to show this bond with the DNA emoji, but then I remembered family and connection don't always go together, so I gave them a bit more space. I used stars emoji as separate pieces to build a Milky Way between two guys. I used this meme as a color palette and recolored the Milky Way to match the reference. Then I added a few extra stars, made some more transparent, some brighter, so they kinda look like they're flickering on and off, you know? I decided to bring back the original open mouth so it looks like they're talking. I tweaked the corners a little to make it look more like a smile. Any guess what they might be saying? Finally, I added the brain emoji, just to really drive home this whole mental connection thing. So now you have an emoji for those really special moments, like We've covered 5 emojis already, and we are closing up soon. But before that, we've got 2 pretty interesting emojis left. The one before last is the Josh Hutcherson phone licking meme. You know when you see something so good you completely lose your mind over it? Peak Gen Z behavior. For this one I picked the crazy emoji, a couple of basic hands, and an iPhone 8? 7? Or is it a 5? You know what, forget it. The plan is simple. First I mash all these random parts into something that looks like one thing, and then I worry about the details. The first detail to work on was the tongue. It gotta be pretty long, so I duplicated it 3 times. He also needed big eyes, to show just how much he's enjoying this. Then I added raised brows and eyelids to make him look really crazy. I also added a few wrinkles. And yeah, say hello to Willem Dafoe. Now, the hands. I erased part of the top finger so the phone could sit in front. Then I cut out the little finger with the same level of skill as Arya Stark in Game of Thrones. Duplicated it 3 times, put them where the fingers should be, and changed the perspective of each one so they look like they're wrapping around the phone. I went back to the tongue and cleaned up the seams to make it look like one piece. And as a little finishing touch, I added some drool running all over the tongue. Here, use this emoji responsibly. Alright, it's time for the final emoji. There are like a million different food emojis out there, but let's be real, the most zoomer food of all is a can of White Monster. For the base, I used the canned tomatoes emoji. Generative Fill helped me get rid of the tomato label, but I'm not gonna let AI take all the credit, so I did the rest myself. Covered the red pieces with white pieces. Also, I copied the bottom layer and moved the lower part down to make the can a little longer. Then I added the monster logo, and I literally only realized today that the M is basically a claw mark. For the monster text, I used perspective warp and bent it to follow the curve of the can. And what's lunch without a little snack? So I put the cigarette emoji on the can. And yeah, now you can use this emoji as bait for Gen Z. And that's 7 emojis. Did we finally figure out Gen Z? Probably not. But hey, now you know what you're dealing with. Which one's your favorite? And see you on Saturday or Wednesday.